Hi, it's Jules here. Just wanted to talk to you about a question that came up in One Life the other day about, we up sticks and we moved to Spain. Drastic for some, I know, and I fully understand that. And they said, what about family and friends? And do you know, that's a really good point. Other than giving in my notice, I guess the hardest thing I did before I left was telling my mother that I was leaving. It's really hard for her. She's elderly. She lives alone. My father passed 12 or 13 years ago now. And I only have one sister who's also in Jersey. Yeah, that was really hard. But my mum, do you know what was great? She was understanding. She understood about the situation with my health and how that was affecting me. And yeah, she didn't want me to go, of course. But you know what? Things have changed in the world, haven't they? I speak to my mum every single day on FaceTime, every single day. And I go back not as regularly as I thought I would, but I still go back at least a couple of times a year and spend quality time with her. Probably no different if you were living in the UK. It was, I guess, a little bit different for us because we lived on such a small island. And I miss my sis and her family and kids, but I speak to her regularly. And as far as friends are concerned, very few people have actually come to visit in the almost 5 years that we've been here. But we have had some friends come down to visit. But when I do go back to Jersey, I make sure I catch up with them, and I probably see them as much or maybe even more than I did when I was living on the island. You know what it's like. Life gets in the way. This happens, that happens, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, you haven't seen one of your best friends for 6 months. So, and also, again, I keep in touch with most of my friends I keep in touch with via WhatsApp. And it's made the world such a smaller place, hasn't it? And we just all keep in touch. I did lose some work colleagues and stuff, which I was really surprised at. I thought I was really, really close to them and I thought we would keep in touch. But you know what? Stuff like this makes you realize who your real friends are. And those real friends have all stayed in touch. And yeah. So don't put that up as a barrier. We can make excuses until the cows come home, can't we? And, I've said this in several videos, you don't have to move to another country like we did. But if there's something missing from your life or it's time for your next chapter, or maybe, I don't know, that, you've been married for quite some time and your marriage is now broken down. I know what it was like for me in my mid-40s to find myself divorced. I just thought, oh my God, what am I going to do now? What the hell am I going to do? But you know what? There's a way forward. So whatever situation you're in, whatever's going on in your life, if you're finding that there's something missing or you want more from your life, come and join us at One Life. And let's talk about it. Come and visit us down in Spain, or we're available online as well. Anyway, I just thought I'd do that just because that's it is quite an important question, what you do about family and friends.